Hi everybody, so I haven't posted in a while. It's currently summer break and I've been bed rotting to make up for the whole school year, so I haven't been posting as much, but I'm back and today we're going to be doing a solo day. I'm basically going to be going to the mall and dropping off my resume and seeing where it goes. I'll speak to the hiring manager and then I'll drop it off, but that's basically it. I also have to get a gift for my boyfriend, and that's basically it for today, guys. I'm gonna be just doing that, trying not to buy a lot. It's currently maybe June 3rd, maybe, I think, I don't know, but that's basically it, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay guys, finally left. Now let's go to the mall. Also, I did not make anything, and I also took really long, so it's now what, 4 o'clock, so yeah. Okay, so Cotton On wasn't as successful, and now we're gonna go to Hollister. Okay, I'm now at Victoria's Secret, and so far there hasn't been any success in an interview or anything, but we're gonna try Victoria's Secret and then a couple more. So I wasn't really successful as much. I did get told to apply in June, and basically I have to wait until I'm 18 because I'm 17. And a lot of these stores, for some reason, want to hire you when you're 18, even though I'm literally 17 and I have a job. So I don't know how that works. I think it's maybe a bit more stricter in retail, but that's basically it. I think I'm going to finish recording when I finally get like an update or, you know, anything like that. Besides that, I'm going to get home. Probably go later on to go with my boyfriend and then just eat. But yeah. I think if you're 18, you probably have a higher chance of even probably getting like an interview or whatever, because a lot of these places were hiring. They were hiring, but they just rather have an 18-year-old. So yeah, that's basically it. Hi guys, so it's currently Monday and I got a call back on maybe Friday or Saturday, like just maybe 2 days after I went to the mall, and I got a call back from Aldo, and I have an interview now today at 3 p.m. It's currently 2 something, so we're gonna start heading over there. Okay guys, we just got to the mall and we're practicing right now with the interview questions. So I also did my makeup a little differently. I added eyeliner, but I'm kind of regretting it because I feel like it doesn't really look good. I'm used to just doing mascara. And I also feel like I should have put a little bit more bronzer. I don't know if it's just the lighting, but it's whatever now. So I just finished my interview. She was walking over my resume. She was asking me a lot about the content creation. It was really short. I asked her like, how well do you know your coworkers and like your coworkers and like what's the work environment. Oh, sorry, it got cut off. So, but she said that she would let me know in 2 to 3 weeks. Hey guys, so it's what, 2 weeks later. So Aldo did get back to me, and then I tried calling back because I didn't answer, and so they didn't answer either. So it took like a week. Tried calling them. Anyway, so I came to the mall again to check up on the applications that I had put in. So I had checked in with like Bath & Body Works, Aldo, JD's Shoe Palace or something like that, and then another store. A lot of them actually just said they'll get back to me within a week. So, and then I dropped off also another application, some other applications at like stores like Zumiez, and then I also had to give the other places that I actually checked in on the same application, the same paper of the resume. But besides that, we're gonna wait. Again, it's been like what, 2 weeks, and I actually have some tea for you guys because I think I'm gonna quit my job. I don't know yet. I'm kind of scared because me, if you guys know me, I hate confrontation, and I would have to go and pick up my check, and I just don't want to go pick it up and have it be all awkward. But I'm most likely gonna quit. and I'll tell you guys in a bit maybe, or maybe like a bit later on the video. But I actually did get some stuff from the mall. I actually got the belly piercing. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's really cute. And then I got that because I've been lagging to change my piercing because I've just been lazy to, even though I've already had like an approval, like the time that passed by, because it said you have to wait three months, and it's been more than 3 months. So yeah. And I also got this hat right here. It says Los Angeles. It's really cute. Okay, I got cut off, but yeah, I went in and tried some stuff. I wanted some bikinis. I didn't get any because I was like iffy about it. Oh yeah, there was the blue one, and then there was the gray one. I chose the blue one because I kind of feel I like more colorful stuff. I feel like the gray did suit me better, but I don't know. If anything, I can always just get another one, and etc. But this one was cute, and I got it because I went to the beach tomorrow. I could and should record, but I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about it. I might record. Don't hold me up to that. Hello everybody. So it is Wednesday. I tried to record last night to let you guys know that I did get a call back from Shoe Palace, one of the stores that I had applied to, and they ended up hiring me, guys. I had my interview today. I tried to record before that, but I was kind of in a grumpy mood and I didn't have enough time to record. I was kind of running late. So yeah, it was so quick. I had an interview at 10. Obviously, you can see while I was running a bit behind. I'm still kind of tired, but I was talking to the girl. She's really sweet. And I mean, I basically got hired because what happened was that she said, I really like you. She said that she would like to onboard me and that she would want my work permit, my ID, and my social security number. Next time I come in, that way we could start the application process. The last time I recorded with the blue shirt, I probably have the dates below. I don't remember. But it was like a week ago now from Wednesday. But I did get a call like 6 days later after I checked in again at the mall. And it was like Tuesday, I think, or no, it was Monday. And I got a call back saying to come in for an interview. No longer unemployed. That was a good week of being that was a good week of not being employed. I'm kind of excited and I hope to see where this goes. I will be picking up my checks from The Habit later on today, maybe. And yeah, guys, that's literally it. Guys, okay, so I just got my work permit. If you're my age, which is 17, then you will have to get a work permit, and I just got mine. And if it's during summer break, then you can either get it at one of the schools nearby. They usually always have it in their library, or in my case, the College and Career Center. Guys, so we're here eating. We got In-N-Out, and we went to the mall. I had them sign the paper, and that's basically it. I have to wait because for the school to sign off on it. So it's kind of like you have to go back and forth. That's like the process for it, which is kind of annoying. Well, not kind of, actually really annoying, because you're trying to like get all this stuff done, but you have to go back and forth for the school to get, you have to get the paper, sign it from the employer, then go back to school and they sign it off, and then you have to go back, and then basically, yeah. Hey guys, okay, now that it's towards the middle of the video, I will finally be telling you guys my tips on how to land your first job. So first, I do have my phone and I will be looking at it every once in a while, so I have everything written down. So first I want to say is to be yourself, because a lot of times we don't really take into consideration that the people that we're interviewing with are basically just people as well. We kind of think of them as employees of the company, which they are, but a lot of times they are also the ones who get a say on your decision, on the decision on if they should hire you or not. And they want to see if they're able to work with somebody who they genuinely like. They want to be able to see that they could work with you, that they could have fun with you, they can chill. Because a lot of times you're going to be spending a lot of time with these people, and you're going to be working very long hours, and you're going to be wanting to connect and talk to them. Okay? And then we have your answers ready, okay? Like, number 2, you need to have your answers ready, because when you come in, you're not going to be having any paper to have your answers written down or anything like that. You're just going to come in, bring your resume, because you're going to need it, so just bring in your resume, but that's it. So you have to remember a lot of stuff that they're gonna ask you is gonna be like on top of your head. You're gonna have to remember, have your answers ready. If you guys need a list on the questions that they're gonna ask you, just don't be shy and ask. Let me know in the comment section. I'll make a whole other video about it, because there's a lot of questions on which they can ask you, and I've at least had my experience in at least 4 interviews already so far. So if you guys need some examples on what they can ask you, remember, feel free to let me know in the comments. Like, so say for me, if someone were to ask me what is my biggest weakness, I'm not gonna say I'm a perfectionist, because we all know that's a lie, but I would say that I take on a lot of projects. That's gonna show them that I'm very outgoing. I like to try new stuff out, and if I tell them that I like to try projects and master them really quickly, that's gonna show them that I like I can learn new stuff really quickly. So just remember, really relate to the answers instead of making them very, like, don't lie about it, because you're not gonna remember the lie, because there's at least, it could range from at least to 5 questions to at least like 10 or 20. Okay, next we have for number 3 is to bring in your resume. When I first got my job, I thought that they had my resume, they were the ones that picked it out, and then that's what made them choose me for the interview. But most of the times that's not the case, because we live in a day where we have a lot of AI. So it was literally AI who looked at my resume, matched me, and made me a good candidate, and basically moved forward in the process. They didn't get to look at it, and I didn't bring in my resume. So remember to bring in your resume, because you're not the ones looking at it, someone else is. Then we have lie about it. But look, I'm not telling you to lie and say that yours isn't this. I'm telling you to lie in a way where you can enhance the truth, or even just leave out little stuff that they don't even need to know. For instance, for me, I was captain my junior year of my soccer team. I was not captain towards the end. Okay? They don't need to know that though. All they gotta know is that I'm a captain. That's it. That's when to show them she's outgoing, she can be a leader, this and this and this. Remember? They don't need to know everything, okay? They're not gonna be forcing you any lies out of you, anything like that. So just remember, lie about it and what makes you look good. Okay, now I'm gonna sound very hypocritical in saying this, but I'm gonna tell you to basically talk slow. Remember, just talk slow. I know that's so hard, but for me, at least I can talk fast just because I know what I'm gonna say already. But some of you guys may not be as fortunate, and just remember to talk slow. If you don't know the answer in which the question that they ask you, just think about it, be quiet, don't say don't say Literally for me, if I need a second to think about it just to maybe adjust my answer, I'll be like, that's a really good question, let me think about it. And they'll give you that time to think about it. They're not gonna, this is not timed, remember, they're not timing you on how long this is. I mean, for them, they're basically just getting a little kick out of it because they don't gotta be doing work. But just remember, talk slow, think about your answers, don't say anything you might end up regretting on saying. Next we have come in dressing good. For me, for a lot of my interviews, my first interview, I didn't dress good. But for my second interview, I did kind of notice on what is appropriate, and I usually wear the collar shirts, the ones from Hollister. I usually wear those, and I love those shirts. Those are cute. They're gonna be the death of me, and that's what I would say to wear. That's just me though. You could obviously wear something else, but that's what I would say to wear. Towards the end of the interview, they're also going to ask you if you have any questions for them. You're going to ask them questions that are intentional and questions that you really want to, it's kind of get to know them a little bit, kind of just to peek on what it would look like to work there. For me, I would say to ask, number 1, what it's like to work there. What is the work environment like? I would say that because it gives you an idea what it's like to work with them and what it's like to work in that area. Say they're pretty busy or they're slow, they're gonna let you know. They're gonna let you know if they know their coworkers really well, because sometimes people really do know their coworkers well. They get along with them. In most cases, it might not be true. They're a bit more strict. They don't really know their coworkers. They're just there to work, and that's totally okay. But if you're someone that really wants to get to know people and not have the time go by really slow, that's going to end up helping you a lot. But number 2 is to also ask, how well do you know your coworkers, which again goes back to my other topic. And then you also have number 3, which is, what are the tasks like? Say if you're trying to be a fast food worker or barista, they're going to have obviously a different range of tasks. Usually it's always cleaning, so just be sure that you're okay with cleaning. In my previous job, I literally had to clean like the bottom of a urinal, which was so disgusting. It was not, I didn't sign up for that. Okay, so that is the end of my list of how to prepare you. Now it's time for the tea. It's finally time for tea. Okay, I'm not here to talk any shit. I'm not here to talk any shade, nothing like that. It's just my experience, how I view things. It could be entirely different to someone else's opinion. I started working and I would be given like 3 days a week, which is very little. I was 16 at the time. So yeah, I was very little, and that's understandable. I got older, again, I was 17. I ended up having 2 days a week, and obviously I'm gonna want to start paying for more things. I want to start getting more stuff, and I wanted more hours. I had told manager A, I told her, I was like, I texted her because I never saw her at work. I texted her, I was like, hey, I was wondering if I could get more hours, etc. And she never ended up responding to me. So I was like, okay. And then she ended up leaving, and so then manager B took over. And manager B, she was already kind of a little bit more, it was just kind of like a weird relationship, I guess. I was told by my boyfriend to always make conversation, do this and this and this, it'll make the shift go by faster. So I was trying to like if anything was weird to me, I would just kind of brush it off and just try to like have good vibes, because I am not one to start drama. I don't like drama. I don't like it at all. It makes me very weird. I don't know how to respond to it. So she took over. I ended up telling her the same thing, and I never got my more hours. That was mainly one of the reasons why I ended up leaving, because the last week or so that I was there, I literally saw that I was the one who got the least amount of hours. I'm talking about like 2 days a week out of everybody else. Everybody else had 4 days, 5 days, everything. And I'm not the only minor there. I had another coworker, she just graduated, but she's the same age as me. I'm older than her, and she had more hours than me. And she had like 4 to 5 days a week. So I was kind of irritated because I had been asking for more hours for at least months now, and I never got them. So that was mainly one of the reasons why I left. One of the reasons, honestly. One of the reasons. But then the other thing was that manager B, she was, honestly, I would say passive aggressive. I think everyone else just kind of like let it be. They thought it was funny. That's just how, because you guys know somebody who's probably passive aggressive, and everyone just is okay with it because they think that's their personality, that's their way of being funny, etc. So also please ignore if you hear my family in the background. But they allowed it. I allowed it because I'm just trying to, like, I'm only there for like 2 days a week. I'm not trying to have a bad experience. I'm there to do my job and then go home. I want to go home. Okay, everyone wants to go home, no one wants to work, but I'm there obviously because I want more hours. So obviously me asking for more hours, I honestly want to show that I want more hours. So I would not just ask for more hours, I would literally be showing up on the days that I was not working. They called me in, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna take someone else that, like, if someone called off, like, I'll be quick, I'll be there. And it was just like, I obviously didn't do anything. So making the drinks, she said that I wasn't doing them right, and she came up to me, she was like, hey you, like standing there like this, just blank face, like no emotion, just staring straight at me, saying, hey you, you're doing the drinks wrong. And I'm like, oh. And then, because that, she just, like, she didn't say anything, she just said that, and I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do with the information. Are you gonna tell me how to do them, or are you gonna want me to make them? Like, I'm over here like trying to like figure out what is it that she wants. So she ended up saying that. I was like, oh. And then she was like, she told me the right way to do it after. I was like, okay. And she was just like, I didn't have any attitude, and I was just like, okay. And after she said, why do you have an attitude? And I'm like, I don't have an attitude. But I was like blank faced too, and I was just like doing my work, and I was like, I don't have an attitude, because she was like right over here, and I was like, I don't have an attitude. And then she's like, yes you do. And I'm like, no I don't. And she said that, and I'm like, that's so weird, like, why would you say that? And she's like, if you don't want to be here, then don't be here. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm already here. And then she was like, well, you don't have to be if you don't want to be. And I'm like, okay. And then she was just standing there again. And I'm like, okay, what do you want me to remake them? Or, because at that point, I was already done with the drinks. I was done. I was about to put them away. So she ended up saying yeah, and then just left. And I was so annoyed after that because I'm like, I thought that was weird. I don't know if there's like a rule book, if that was weird or not, but just the way that I felt, I didn't like that at all. Because I was just like, why are you like coming at me like that? Like for me, I would have been like, hey, I noticed how you're doing the drinks wrong. I don't want you, and I don't want myself to get in trouble. So just please start doing them in the right way, and I'll show them how to do it. Again, like it's just as simple as that. And I'm not there for like such a long amount of time. Again, I was only working like 2 days a week, and I've been working there for a year. So it was just like, I'm not gonna be like, if I do things consistently, then I am gonna remember. But we've been changing the drinks like for a while that I just like generally don't I forget, because like at the end of the day, like 1 o'clock out, I'm not thinking about the job. I'm not. It's just like small stuff as well, where it would be like, she'll be quick to be like, take out that order, it's been there for a while now, and I'll be like mid conversation with like a customer or something. And then another time it would be like, I would come in wearing like a necklace like this. She would be straight to be like, hey, you're not supposed to wear that, take it off. And I'll be quick to take it off, because sometimes I forget. Like, you wear your jewelry, you forget, and I take it off. And I'm okay with that, because that's what they told me when I first started out with the job, that you can't wear jewelry, and sometimes I forget. When I just came in, she'll just be straight away like telling me to just take it off, okay? So that would happen, and I'm okay with that. But it was the type of thing that also, like, I'll see someone else wearing jewelry, and she wouldn't even be quick to tell them to take it off. She would kind of just let it happen. So I'm over here like, why is it only towards me? Like, I'm okay with it, but I just like, I feel like it's weird that it's not with anyone else. And for me, I stood quiet. I'm like, I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just gonna like brush it off. It's whatever. I'm trying to make the shift go by faster. I had a shift on Sunday, and it was Father's Day. And on Friday, I got sick, and I texted her saying, hey, I'm sick. I won't be able to come in on Sunday. And if you guys worked in fast food, you guys know that, or like any type of like service or like work, you have to let them know like 24 hours in advance. And like sometimes they even say like, tell me on the day of. And I thought I was being like a little bit like considerate, telling her on Friday night, because when I get sick, I'm not gonna stay sick for the whole, like, I'm not gonna stay sick for the day and then just like I'll be fine the next day. Like, that's not me. So I got sick, and I let her know. She ended up saying, you're sick, it's Friday. Like, she said it's Friday night, you're gonna be sick until Sunday. And it was all through text. And I didn't respond, because I'm like, okay. And I didn't respond. She ended up adding me to a group chat with the district manager, and it was just like a whole thing. And then since she said I was sick in quotation marks, I ended up lagging to text them, because I'm over here annoyed, I'm sick, I'm tired, etc. So I didn't answer. And then it was Saturday night. I ended up texting a photo of like the thermometer showing that I'm sick, and that photo was from Friday. And you guys know on Apple that like when you download a photo, it literally shows you like the day that you took it and everything and the time. So it was Friday night they took it, and I sent it on Saturday, and I guess the district manager saw that, and she pointed it out, and I never once said that it was from that day, but I'm just saying, like, I was showing them that I am sick. And so that's how she took it, that's how they all took it. And so then the district manager was like, we value integrity, we value all honesty, next time you come into work, we're gonna have a chat, blah blah blah. And I was just like, why is everyone coming at me right now? I thought I was trying to be like a little bit considerate. I know like it's such last minute, no one can cover my shit, but like I'm literally sick. So, and it was weird because like I'm fine with it, but it was also the fact that I feel like nobody else had ever had that situation. Like, no one else has ever been called off and then had to be in a group chat with the district manager. Like, I have never once heard any of my coworkers talk about that. And I know a lot of people call off too. So I'm like, what the hell is the problem? Like, why is it only towards me? I didn't answer the message. I ended up texting the district manager on Sunday night or Monday, I think, telling her like everything I'm telling you guys, and I'm like, I feel like it's just so weird. She ended up leaving me on red, and so then I was like, you know what, I quit, because I'm not gonna be coming into work and everyone's mad at me just because I missed like one day. So mind you, I don't even like get scheduled a lot, and like God forbid a girl doesn't show up one time, and I'm not one to just like call off consistently every single day. Like, I don't call off on my shifts because again, it's only a little bit that I ever get scheduled for. So it was just like a big thing. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm young. I don't need this job. It's more of a want. Again, I have my parents to like rely on. I'm not gonna get kicked out of my home because they can't pay my rent or anything. Like, it's literally just me because I want things. So it was just like a big old thing. I quit. 2 weeks later, I think I got like interviews, and then I went to the mall. I showed you guys. I applied. Literally everything. I got a job in like maybe like 2 to 3 weeks later. So